So all of you have to um, uh, give an adjective to yourself starting with the first letter of your name. Say, for example, I am Anjali. My name starts with A, right? So uh, I have to give an adjective to myself and then say my name. Say, I'll say active Anjali. Okay. Similarly, when in the next round again it comes to me, again I have to think of another adjective with A. So I'll say adorable Anjali. Okay. Similarly, so we'll have 2 or 3 rounds of this first. So each one we'll start with Sanjana, then Himanshu, then Yukti, then Harshal, and then Tanuja. So we'll have at least 3 or 5 rounds of this. So you have to think of five adjectives or three. Let's keep only three. Three adjectives starting with the first letter of your names. Is that understood? Give me a thumbs up if it is understood. I'll keep writing them. Chalo, quickly. Give me a thumbs up. Did you understand? Himanshu didn't understand. समझ नहीं आया हिमांशु? Unmute yourself. You didn't understand or you don't want to do this?
I didn't understand.
You didn't understand. Did anybody else understand? Tanuja has understood. Tanuja, explain to everybody what we'll be doing. Sanjana. Sanjana nahi. Tanuja, explain what have I asked you to do?
मैम जो हमारे नाम का फर्स्ट लेटर है उससे फॉर द एडजेक्टिव जो स्टार्ट होता है उसके लेटर से
हाँ
वो अपने अपने रंग में
वो अपने नाम से पहले बोलना है. ओके, इट्स अ गेम. फाइन. अब समझ आ गया? गिव मी अ थम्स अप एवरीबडी. No, you just have to, like I said active Anjali, adorable Anjali, or admirable Anjali. So it could be positive also, it could be negative also. Okay? But an adjective to describe yourself, starting with the first letter of your name. I have decided I'll continue speaking in English so that all of you also start speaking only in English with me. So, if it is understood, then shall we start? Okay, it is not you, Kavita, it is Yukti. I'm just writing your names and then Harshal and then Tanuja. And only 3 words, 3 adjectives I'm asking you to think of. Harshal and Tanuja. Now Harshal and Himanshu are going to find it difficult because both the first letter of both their names starts with H. So once Himanshu, so they'll have to look for more adjectives. Everybody start your video. Start your video and then start. We'll start with Sanjana. Sanjana, describe yourself with S. Start your video. Nobody listens to me. What is this? Am I your teacher or what? Why don't you start your videos? You should listen to your teacher, right? Start your videos. For this icebreaker session, at least start your video. Yes, at least Sanjana has started. Yukti, Harshal, Tanuja. Yes, good Harshal. Very good. Yukti and Tanuja, start your video. Yes, jaldi se karo. Good. Very nice. Yes, Yukti, you also start. Start. Good children. Very nice. Okay. Now we are starting with Sanjana. Sanjana, an adjective starting with S. before your name.
Ma'am, it's Smart Sanjana.
Very nice. Smart Sanjana. Now Himanshu, your turn.
Ma'am, hi Manshu.
Hi Himanshu. What does this hi mean? First tell me that.
Yes. Ma'am, hi means tall.
Tall is you.
Right.
Tall is tall. That starts with T. But H, high means, actually there is a word called high. High means you are feeling very happy. Okay?
Or ma'am, another happy.
So instead of, see, I gave you an idea. Instead of high, we'll say happy Himanshu. Yukti, your turn.
Ma'am, no, I didn't start from why.
You have to think. Maybe something starts. Think about it. Why?
Ma'am, young Yukti.
Yes, very nice. See, when you think it, you get a word. Young Yukti. Okay, Harshal, your turn.
Ma'am, historical happens.
Historical. You are are you history?
Means I like to.
You like history, I know. Historical. Anyway, I'll write it. Historical events can be there. A person also can be historical. It's okay. Good. Tanuja, your turn. Harshal, keep your video on. Huh?
Thankful, Tanuja.
Thankful. Very nice. Thankful, Tanuja. Next, Sanjana, your turn. Sanjana,
Yes, ma'am.
your turn. Another adjective starting with S.
Ma'am, sweet Sanjana.
Very sweet. Okay, sweet Sanjana. Sweet Sanjana. Himanshu, another one starting with H.
Honest Himanshu.
Very nice. Honest. Next, Yukti starting with Y. Keep your videos on. I want to see your faces. Yes, please. Harshal, Yukti, you also. Yes, Yukti with Y. Another one with Y. Young Yukti, you said. Now there has to be something else also with Y.
Ma'am.
Tell me. Start your video. Harshal, you also start your video. Can you think of another word?
And yawning Yukti.
Yawning Yukti is also fine. Yawning Yukti is also fine. Harshal with H. Start your video, Betu. Harshal, start your video. Come on. With H. Another one. Harshal, where is he?
Miss, I don't know.
Arey, with H, there'll be so many words. Think. You think only of history, that's another thing. You have to think of another word with it. Okay? Huh?
Hope.
Huh? Sorry, I didn't.
Hopeful happen.
Very nice. Hopeful Harshal. Very nice. Hopeful Harshal. Tanuja?
Thoughtful.
Thoughtful. Wow, you people are coming up with nice adjectives. Thoughtful. Sanjana, the last one for you.
Ma'am, it's strong Sanjana.
Wow, nice. Strong. Now, Himanshu, for you.
Hungry Himanshu.
Oh, are you really feeling hungry? Hungry Himanshu. Yukti with Y. think. If you think, you'll find a word.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll give you another word later. Mute. First, let's ask Himanshu. Harshal with H.
It's hygienic.
Huh? What?
It's hygienic.
Hygienic. Spelling. You have to give me the spelling of hygienic. Tell me the spelling of hygienic. Tell me. What is the spelling of hygienic? Nice. Very good. Tanuja?
Yes.
Hmm. With T. Talented Tanuja. Very good. Now, who can think of another adjective with Y? Can anybody think of another adjective with Y? Let me see if any of you can answer.
Elder.
Huh?
Beautiful.
Youthful to ho gaya. Young, she said. That's almost the same. Any other? Himanshu, Tanuja? Huh?
Yielding.
Yielding. What does yielding mean?
Ma'am, to झुकना.
Huh. Somebody who agrees to other person's point of view. Somebody who agrees to another point of view. Why? Yielding. Okay, Yukti? You added another word to your vocabulary today. Okay. Yielding. Yielding, Yukti. I was thinking of yearning, Yukti. Yearning. Yearning means somebody who desires something very badly, is yearning. So I have written down all your adjectives. Where is it gone? Yeah, here. Okay. So smart, sweet, strong, happy, honest, hungry, young, yawning, yielding, historical, hopeful, hygienic, thankful, thoughtful, talented. Now,
Ma'am, yearly also.
yearly to person ke liye you can't say. Yearly you cannot say for a person, beta. Yearly can be a thing, an event, but it can't be a person. Yearly युक्ति से कुछ मतलब नहीं बनेगा, right? But yielding युक्ति is a good word. Yearning, she desires. With H also, I'm sure there will be many more words. But अब हमने ये words लिख लिए. Can you all use these words into sentences of your own? But in the pattern that I give. So सब अपने अपने words को in that pattern लिखेंगे. But first we'll see the pattern. Okay? We had done 2 patterns last time. Now we'll do another pattern. One second. So pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we have done. 5 and 6 we did. Why isn't it going down? So pattern 6 also we had done. Subject, verb, noun, pronoun and adjective. Okay? You could actually use this pattern only because we are इसी pattern में make sentences of your own adjectives. Which means what? That the noun or pronoun has to be you. Okay? The subject and the verb can be anything else. Try making these sentences. Come on. So this is the pattern: subject, verb, noun, pronoun, and adjective. Now these adjectives are for you. So noun or pronoun will be either Harshal or Himanshu, Sanjana, Tanuja, Yukti. Okay? But we have to make sentences what happened to them, such that the adjectives also get linked into the sentence. Did you understand? So for example, I'll give you an example. I said, if I say active Anjali, they asked, oops, what has happened? They said, Anjali, no, but the pattern is, it's tough. It's going to be tough making these sentences, because what is the pattern? The pattern is subject, verb, noun, and then adjective. If we put ourselves as the as the noun, then the forced Anjali to be active. If we put our names here, then it will be, we'll have to add something else. So what I'll have to do is write it like this. I'm just making things difficult for you because I want you to learn difficult things so that your English becomes stronger. It becomes difficult for me also. They forced Anjali to be active. Okay, so this actually, this too is a prepositional, so it becomes actually a prepositional phrase, and active is the object, prepositional object. So it's not really the pattern that I was telling you
Then I
to.
have made a sentence.
Okay, you may tell me. See, you are doing better than I am doing. Okay, Himanshu, tell me the sentence.
He eat his food happily.
No, he ate, ate his food happily. So now what you have done is, you have introduced the noun food here, right? You can say Himanshu ate his food happily. Himanshu ate his food happily. But you have introduced the food as the noun. I was making it more difficult for you by saying, okay, ऐसे ही sentences बनाओ. So make these simpler sentences first. I was trying to make it more difficult. Okay?
I do my homework honestly.
Okay, huh. So these are all simple sentences. Just 1 second, bete. Let me check. Somebody is calling. I have to ignore the call. Okay. Okay. Tell me the other one. Himanshu does his work honestly. Let Himanshu be there in the sentence, because H, happily, honestly are all traits of Himanshu. Himanshu does his work honestly. Okay. Anything, another sentence?
Himanshu is feeling too hungry, too much.
Himanshu is feeling hungry. Okay. Or Himanshu is hungry. Is feeling hungry. That's also okay. Good. But what I was trying to tell you, first everybody make these simple sentences only. Then we'll go to a little more complicated sentence. Okay. Who else is ready with their sentences? Who else is ready with their sentences? Sanjana, are you ready?
No, I'm doing.
Okay. What about Yukti, Harshal, Tanuja? ऐसे ही सिंपल सिंपल बनाओ जैसे हिमांशु ने बनाए वैसे ही. अरे बोलो तो सही. Nobody is ready. Shall I pause the recording? Sorry. Okay. So this here it becomes a prepositional object because this to is a preposition. And to yield is a prepositional phrase. It is a prepositional phrase. Preposition. And these two together are a prepositional phrase. Understood, Yukti? If you can't see the screen, why don't you people tell me? Okay? So they expect you. Here, Yukti is a yielding person is an adjective. It is describing her. Becoming doctor is Yukti's yearning. Yearning Yukti. Okay? Or you can also write it like this. Yearning Yukti wants to become a doctor. That also is okay. Okay? Now we'll write Tanuja's sentences. Everybody else also be ready with their sentences.
Ma'am, I have done.
Oops, where did Tanuja's work go? Shucks, never mind. कहीं तो कुछ गड़बड़ कर दिया. Never mind. You have also done. First Tanuja had said, so Tanuja ka first we'll write. Tanuja, yes, give me your first sentence. What were the words? I've forgotten. Give me your first sentence, Tanuja. Tanuja. हाँ. हाँ, Tanuja's. नहीं सुनाई दिया बेटे. फिर से बोलो. Tanuja did her work very thoughtfully. Very good. Tanuja did her work very thoughtfully. Very nice. Next. Next sentence. Next sentence, Tanuja. अभी नहीं हुआ. ओके, चलो तब तक संजना विल टेल. संजना, टेल मी योर सेंटेंसेस. Sanjana is feeling strong. Okay. Next.
Ma'am, Sanjana is the smart girl.
Sanjana is a smart girl, बेटे. The smart girl नहीं. और भी girls smart हो सकती हैं.
Yes,
हाँ. And then, so we use Sanjana. Sanjana is
so sweet.
Is a sweet sister. Very good. Is a sweet sister. Now remember, we have done this multiple times, I think. The use of articles or the determiners as we call them, a, an, and the. The we use only when that thing is of one kind. एक ही है ऐसा. तब the use करेंगे. But if there and a and an are used for singular things but which are generic. Like we said girl, there can be many smart girls, isliye we are using a here. There can be many sweet sisters, so we are using a here because we are talking about only Sanjana. That's why these are used, a and an are used for singular words. Okay? अगर हमने लिखना हो गर्ल्स स्मार्ट हैं तो वील से द गर्ल्स आर स्मार्ट. We don't use a, an or the before smart in that case. Is this understood, everybody? Okay. But first tell me whether you've understood. Yes, Harshal, I'm coming to you for your sentences. First tell me whether you've understood by giving me a thumbs up, everybody. When I explained the articles, a, an and the, did you understand them? Yes or no? All of you? Okay. Harshal? Okay. Very good. Mute. Mute. Now, Harshal, give me your sentences.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes? Harshal is
A very hygienic person.
a very hygienic person. Very good. Now, his. Hmm. Hmm.
Miss Hanson
Hmm.
is a
Hmm.
is hopeful.
Is
Hopeful.
hopeful of what?
Hopeful, ma'am.
Harshal is hopeful of becoming a historian. Right?
No, miss.
Then what do you want to become? Archaeologist.
Judge.
But you like history, then why?
Lawyer.
Okay. Lawyer. But I thought you like history, so maybe you want to become an archaeologist.
Miss, I want to be the judge.
Okay. Next, Harshal. Is a historical
person because he likes to learn history of different things.
That doesn't make you historical. When do you become historical? When you do something which people for generations remember. Like Akbar was a historical person. Our prime ministers, our big personalities, they are all historical people because everybody then learns about their history. So if you are historical, then you've done something great. Is a historical person because I was happy you started with because. So because he has done a lot of service for the poor or anything. Okay? So then you like Jyotiba Phule here in Maharashtra. Yes, or Savitri Ben Phule. They are historical people. Why are they historical? They worked so hard to alleviate the sufferings of the Dalits and they educated females. So that movie I think all of you should go and watch. Phule is the name of the movie. You'll get to know how hard they worked for people to become educated. And that's before independence, before 1947. That time they worked so hard. Okay, did you understand this last sentence, Harshal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's how you write. Okay, now Tanuja, are you ready with the rest of the two sentences?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me.
Tanuja
Tanuja,
with
huh?
talk with her
Huh?
when Tanuja talked with her friends and thankfully.
Friends? No, you can say Tanuja was thankful to her friends. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Third sentence.
And Tanuja says that his brother is talented.
Tanuja. Now we want to say Tanuja is talented. Tanuja is a talented dancer. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now we've done these sentences. I will not bore you by asking you to make more sentences. We'll do something else now before we go, and that we will continue in the next class also. Now, in this also, if we look at this, they forced Anjali to be active. This to be active is a prepositional phrase, and to is the preposition and be active is the object of the prepositional phrase. So this does not follow the pattern that we were talking about. Even the sentences that you've written does not follow the pattern that we were talking about. What is the pattern that we were talking about? We were saying subject plus verb plus noun or pronoun plus adjective. Okay? So, and I was thinking we should be able to put our names for this third thing. Okay? But that is making it difficult. It seems to be difficult. I will just try to see whether I can. So if I'm using Anjali and active, whether Anjali active. They forced Anjali to be active की जगह I can say they made Anjali active. So they did something which made Anjali active. So this is following the same pattern. See, they is the subject, verb is made, Anjali is the noun, and active is the adjective. Do you understand? Did you all understand this or not? ये समझ आया? इस पैटर्न में अगर हमने फिट करना हो, did you understand or not?
No, ma'am.
What didn't you understand? I'll write the sentence. The pattern of the sentence has to be subject plus verb plus noun or pronoun and then the adjective. Okay? So I'm writing here. The subject is they. Oops. What did I do? Shucks. I think I deleted something. Yes. 1 second. Let me see if I can retrieve it. Edit. Undo. Oops. Where did it go? One second. It's not letting me. Anyway, you all have written your sentences, so it doesn't matter, but it's okay now. Now we've got it back. Okay, so now I'll write here. So they is the subject here. So what did they do? Something that they did. So they made something like a noun or a pronoun, and the noun here is Anjali. What did they do to Anjali? They made her active. She was a lazy bum. They made her active by doing something. So they made Anjali active. So we have followed this pattern: subject plus verb plus noun plus adjective. Now do you understand this? Do you understand this, all of you? This we had done in the last class, Yukti, you were not there, but we did many sentences like this last time. Himanshu, Sanjana, Harshal, Tanuja, ये समझ आया? Okay, so this is how I wanted to make. Okay, so this is how I wanted you to make the sentences. You can try making them in this pattern using the same. Say for example, one sentence for each of you I can try to make. Say, he. Okay, no, I will not do that, otherwise we'll be doing only this. I want all of you to do some reading now. Okay, so let me see. I want all of you to do some reading. So I'm sharing the tab here, and we will start with Tanuja. Tanuja, read the first paragraph, then we'll go to Sanjana second, then Himanshu, Yukti and Harshal. Yes, Tanuja, start reading. I want all of you to read one paragraph each.
The choices to be made on a daily basis, wearing a seat belt, lifting heavy objects correctly or supportly, staying out of any dangerous situation can either ensure safety or bring about potentially harmful circumstances.
Very good. Stop. One problem that there was in the reading was the pronunciation of this word. What is this word? Purposely. Okay, what is it? Okay. Now, yes, very good. The choices we make on a daily basis, what are they doing? With this dash, they are telling us what choices we are making. On a daily basis, wearing a seat belt, lifting heavy objects correctly so that our back doesn't become hurt, or purposely staying out of dangerous situations. So we make it a point not to stay out of dangerous position, can either ensure means make sure our safety, or bring about potentially harmful circumstances. Say for example, if we are not wearing a seat belt, we hit something, again we'll be hurt. If we do not lift objects correctly, we'll be hurt. If we lift objects correctly, we'll be safe. If we stay out of dangerous situation, we'll be safe. If we do not stay out of dangerous situations, we will harm ourselves. Right? Next, Sanjana, read. Read this. Read this. Sanjana. Quickly.
Ma'am, you and I need to make discussion that we are going to get your leave in order exercising self-control, self-defense, and establishing boundaries and borders in your life are some of the most important things we can do. Our life without display is on that field with consolations.
Okay. Wait. Now, very well tried. One thing that you need to do, Sanjana, is after a full stop, you stop. absorb the first sentence that you've read. तो आप रुक ही नहीं रहे हो, एक के बाद एक दूसरा सेंटेंस, उससे पता चल रहा है कि यू आर नॉट इवन ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड वॉट यू रेड. सो यू हैव टू absorb, read slowly, say I'll just, and then the words, जैसे you are in a hurry to finish off reading, तो आप ढंग से वर्ड को पढ़ने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहे हो. यू एंड आई नीड टू मेक अ डिसीजन. क्या है ये वर्ड? बोलो. डिसीजन. व्हाट डज डिसीजन मीन? हाँ, very good. So you and I need to make a decision that we are going to get. your बोल दिया आपने आर की जगह, बिना जल्दी पढ़ने की पड़ी हुई थी. Get our lives, lives क्या होता है? lives. लाइफ होती है हमारी जिंदगी, lives, हम सबकी जिंदगी lives हुई. our lives in order. और ये फुल स्टॉप पे रुकोगे. एक्सरसाइजिंग सेल्फ कंट्रोल, फिर ये जल्दी से पढ़ दिया. सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन. सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन क्या? ये पढ़ो, बोलो पहले ये वर्ड, सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन. नहीं, डिसिप्लिन, DIS, DISCIPLINE, डिसिप्लिन. डिसिप्लिन नहीं, डिसिप्लिन. रोक के बोलो. डिस बोलो मेरे पीछे. डिस से हाँ, डिसिप्लिन. व्हाट डज सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन मीन? कौन बता रहा है आपको ये पीछे से? सो बेसिकली सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन है अपने आप को कंट्रोल में रखना. ठीक है, अपने आप से अपने फॉलो करना, टाइम टेबल बनाना, उसको फॉलो करना. ओके. एंड एस्टैब्लिशिंग. एस्टैब्लिशिंग बोलो. रीड दिस वर्ड, एस्टैब्लिशिंग. इजी है बहुत. हाँ, एस्टैब्लिशिंग. बाउंड्रीज. हाँ. एंड
borders in our lives are some of the most important things we can do.
थिंग्स वी, नहीं, अब यहाँ पे फुल स्टॉप है, रुकोगे. सम ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग्स वी कैन डू. फुल स्टॉप है, रुको. तो अब अगला सेंटेंस क्या बोल रहा है? क्या अब यहाँ पे क्या हमने डिसीजन लिया कि हम अपनी लाइफ्स को ऑर्डर में लाएंगे. उसके लिए क्या क्या करना पड़ेगा? एक्सरसाइजिंग सेल्फ कंट्रोल. एक्सरसाइजिंग मतलब वी नीड टू make sure that we have self-control, we discipline ourselves, we establish boundaries on borders. Boundaries and borders means what time we'll be doing what time we'll not be doing what, when we will be going where we will not be going. All these are boundaries and borders. So these are self-control, self-discipline, establishing are some of the most important things that we can do. आगे फिर यहाँ पे फुल स्टॉप है. नहीं, डिसिप्लिन.
is on that field with.
पढ़ो इसको धीरे से.
मैम कह रहे हो
CARE, केयर. LESS क्या होता है? LESS. हाँ, see, so you have to break the words for reading. जल्दी से कुछ भी बोलना. Carelessness, carelessness. Discipline, discipline. Okay? तोड़ के पढ़ो words को. Okay, so now what is it? A life without discipline is one that's filled with carelessness, which means we are not going to bother. If we don't have discipline in our life, we'll be very careless, and what will happen? We might bring about harmful circumstances for us, okay, for ourselves. Next, Himanshu, read this paragraph. quickly.
Yes, sir. We can think it is kind of exciting to live a life on the edge. We lifestyle may joke, yeah, that's me living on the edge. Ooh, it's become a popular way to look at a life. But if you see, even highways have lights which provide margins for our safety while we are driving. If we go over one side, we will go into the ditch. If we cross over the line in the middle, we could get killed. And we like those lines because they help to keep us safe. Sometimes we don't even realize how lines help to keep us safe.
Very good. Did you understand this paragraph? Tanuja, have I done this before with you? I think I have. Last year?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, no? I just realized that I have done this with you. Never mind. Okay, Himanshu, did you understand this paragraph, and did everybody else understand this paragraph? So basically, we find it kind of exciting to live on the edge. Means, we are very brave. We can do this, we can do that. Woohoo! That's the way people follow. Okay? Yay! That's me living on the edge. Living on the edge means बिल्कुल तलवार की नोक पे. It's become a popular way to look at life. But if you see, even highways have lines. तो हाईवे पे भी चलते हैं तो उस पर भी लाइन होती है. हम किसी भी रोड पे जाते हैं, बीच की लाइन होएगी, इधर एक कुछ होगा, उधर एक होगा, ताकि हम उसके बीच बीच में ही चलें, so that we remain safe. So those are kind of the boundaries that we need to create. Okay, next, Yukti, your turn, and then Harshal's turn, and then
Yes, ma'am. I'm not proud of this. I'm not proud of this, but for the first 20 years of my life at work, I ignored my limits. I felt horrible physically most of the time. I used to tell myself, I know I have limits and that I have reached them, but I'm going to ignore them and see if or how long I can get by with it. I ran to doctors trying to make myself feel better through pills, vitamins. Ma'am, we spell vitamins or vitamins?
That is a confusion for me also, because sometimes we say vitamins, sometimes we say vitamins. So let me check the pronunciation and tell you. Okay? Listen to it.
Vitamins.
What is it?
Vitamins.
Okay?
Vitamins, yes, ma'am.
Vitamins. Okay. Okay. Through pills, vitamins,
Pills, and ma'am, what does pill mean?
Pills are tablets, medicines that we have.
Pills, vitamins, natural stuff, and anything I could get my hands on. Some of the doctors would tell me it's just stress. That just made me mad. I thought stress meant
Meant.
don't like
Meant nahi, meant.
okay, meant you don't like what you do or can't handle life. And I love what I do. But I kept punishing myself.
Not punishing. I kept.
Pushing I kept pushing myself, traveling, doing speaking engagements, and so on, simply exhausting myself.
So basically, these days, children are doing just this. They keep on pushing themselves, then they feel so exhausted, tired, then they go to doctors, then they pop in pills. Doctors say it is stress. but you don't agree to them, so you rush out, you go out, and you feel you are doing what you love to do, but actually you are extending the hours so much that you are exhausted and completely out of sync with life. Okay? Next, Harshal, read, then we'll end the class. One second.
Finally,
Finally, wait. Hmm. Finally,
finally, I understood I was living an unsustainable life and needed to make some changes in my outlook and lifestyle.
I was living an
You and
unsustainable.
I,
Wait. Unsustainable life. Unsustainable means what? Something which cannot continue forever. So, if you keep on exhausting yourself, obviously you cannot continue forever. So, that makes your life unsustainable. Next paragraph.
you and I don't have to be like everyone else or keep up with anyone else. Each of us needs to be exactly the way we are, and we don't have to apologize for it. We are not all alike, and we need to find a comfort zone in which we can enjoy our lives instead of making ourselves sick with an overload of stress and pressure.
Okay, so now what have we understood? That one, if we keep on exerting too much, we will become exhausted, we will become ill, it is not sustainable, we will not be able to live like that forever. So, we should not compare ourselves with others, because sometimes you are comparing with your peers and you feel, oh, that person is doing this, so I also need to do this. Don't compare yourself with others. You are unique, you are okay as you are, and if you are different, that is how you should be. So you don't need to apologize means feel sorry about it, or say sorry, or get an inferiority complex. Yeah, I'm not as good. You are the best the way you are. We are not all alike, and we need to find a comfort zone in which we can enjoy our lives. So we should be able to enjoy whatever we are doing and not overexert, so that we don't become sick and we do not get pressurized, and we do not get stressed and sad and unhappy. Okay? So that's the paragraph that this lesson I wanted you to all read. You can try doing the questions given at the end if you want. Last year, I think uh, Tanuja has already done this. So you can also try doing it again, Tanuja, if you want, but not necessary. Okay? For you, I basically wanted all of you to do a proper reading today. So that's it for today. I am not very hopeful that any of you will send me any